Welcome back to one of the quarterfinal matches of the Eve NT Cup. We have offline versus Sudden Otters here. The offline team choosing to bring their entire team in at 50 kilometers. They're sitting up at range. And on the flip side, the Otters team Prophecy right in at 0, ready to just brawl in, get those newts supplied, get the tackle of that Prophecy on. The Executor sitting a little bit further out at 30, and finally the Algos at 50. About 10 seconds till the match kicks off.
And I think we're going to see that Prophecy and Armageddon trying to burn straight in once it does. And that they are. That Prophecy moving immediately to try and screen some of the heavier ships.
Yeah, the armor boost immediately being applied from that Prophecy as damage comes probably from that APOC and that Hurricane onto that Geddon. Although that Rifter from the Otters team just taking a big chunk of damage there. He needs to be very careful to avoid transversal matching from that Hurricane, as that could alpha him off the field before Nika in the Executor can get reps on him.
At the same time, we're seeing some damage go onto. We saw some damage go onto that Hurricane, but the Cyphers immediately repped it back off, and we're going to wait and see if they continue to try and focus that. Because he's kiting back a hell of a lot away from this team, or whether or not they try and get on another target of opportunity closer.
Yeah, that Hurricane and that site both burning really far out from the arena. They need to start watching, especially that site at 115 kilometers from the center. He's starting to play a little bit of a dangerous game. He's turned though, but the Kane is still burning steadfast right towards that boundary. He wants to get right up there, as far away from that Geddon Prophecy combo as possible. Although, like I say, he needs to be very, very careful of the arena edge.
And we saw some brief neuting going on to that Apocalypse, but nothing has actually stuck on it as it's managed to continue fighting away.
The site now 123 kilometers and still going out 124, and he is boundaried. So that is the scythe of the offline team, boundary violating himself, just flew straight out of the arena. A massive blow. That is the Logi gone. Although the scythe isn't the greatest shield Logi, but losing it this early in the game for no reason is just a huge mistake from the offline team right there. As we said, the Rifter of the Sudden Otters team gets the scram on that APOC as well.
And we're going to see the Slasher try and counteract that, getting scram and Web coming in. And that Thresher has a lot of DPS at close range. It's the highest damage for destroyers by a fair margin, but it doesn't usually get to apply it in comps.
Yeah, that Slasher is just basically going to be orbiting that Rifter with his AB and his very tiny sig. He's going to be very hard to remove. That might allow that APOC to just squeak out and get away. Although that Rifter does have both Scram and a Web, it's probably one of the best tackle frigates in the game, or at least in this particular tournament right now.
And now we're beginning to see newts go heavily onto that Apocalypse, and the Hurricane to a degree. Hurricane came and tried probably to use its Web to screen off the Executor and to screen off the Prophecy in the Armageddon, but it hasn't worked, and they're getting right in on top of this comp now. The guns from that Apocalypse probably going to be shutting down soon, but its armor is dying fast as well.
Yeah, that offline team, the Slasher, has just got tackle on that Executor, who is dropping pretty low now. They could hold on. That APOC is just dropping very, very low though, and without any form of reps, he's only got his local tank. He's going to be running out of pace soon as well, and he'll start running on cap. Now, with that Armageddon so close to him, he's going to be under serious amounts of cap pressure, and that is the Thrasher down as well for the offline team. I think this match is going to be very close to over. If that Executor can just hold on long enough, as soon as that APOC is down, we might see a clean sweep here.
And the Executor is probably going to hold on now because we see the drones have finally reached it. It's getting that bit of rep back. Those drone bays all important because they provide so much rep to keep their own Logi up. The Apocalypse is bleeding into structure now, and it's probably not long for this world. After that, you've got to think it's just going to be a case of cleaning up, even though that Executor is dropping very low again.
Yeah, I mean, that APOC is a huge chunk of damage, though. As soon as that goes down, the Executor, with all those rep bots, he's likely to start stabilizing and also start moving out away from the Kane and just getting out into a bit more of a safe location to try and get maximum points for his team. And the Slasher getting a tackle on that Algos now, moving immediately onto the next target. The Kane just going to be applying a huge amount of damage with his RT on that Algos. We'll probably see that maybe go down before the Kane dies, but I would be surprised with the Executor still alive.
And here we're probably going to see the benefit of having the micro warp drive frigate, though it's going to be a bit late when that Rifter is going to have a very easy job tracking down that Slash to finish the match. But Hurricane's recovering shields actually at the moment. It's passively regenning them. There are no more drones to be trying and repping it.
Yeah,
So
the
Dog
Slasher
Question,
tackled now by the Prophecy. Interesting that Prophecy's managed to catch up and tackle a little Slasher, but it really is over at this point. So the Slasher taking massive damage, and he is about to die, meaning this match goes to Sudden Otters. A bit of a piloting mistake by the offline team there, probably cost them the entire match, which is a shame, but a solid win for Sudden Otters. And back to the studio.